Yes.
What I was asking is, there's obviously a gap between perceiving what it is to design or what it is to engage with knowledge and what it is to realize knowledge. But then actually reaching that level, two things are a little different. What stops you from
Ego.
But I mean, that
You want self-importance.
if you even drop the ego, then
You can't drop it. No, when you drop it, you'll see. No? I mean, I don't mean you, but when anybody drops it, you'll see.
How to do it?
Through loving knowledge.
or learning something else beyond yourself.
Yeah, loving a purpose, but loving a purpose is very hard. As he points out, it's a state of mind. You have to come in. If you seek no master, actually anybody who loves knowledge, if you really want to know the other engine, it is simply being able to find a master in the universe. A person who cannot see and learn from a master actually will find it very hard to grow.
This movie, Kung Fu Panda, which is
Yeah.
Correct.
very beautiful.
Then even your knowledge of cooking comes in your help. But seeking without a master, no knowledge is possible. No growth is possible. At least life must be a master, like Confucius. Then you must be very humble towards life. But life is teaching me this. I have to learn this. That at least that much should be there. You need not have a person as a master. You might have a principle as a master.
Some guiding force.
There is no guiding force, but something has to be your master. Without that, the ego will never.
But this philosophy is essentially oriented our thing rather than the
No. It is true everywhere in the world. Nobody in the world can do without a master, and they know it. Only thing is they may express that master in a principle form, in a formless. You take the British, tremendously obedient people. You take even Americans, for example, their obedience levels actually, if you look at it in their day-to-day life, is 10 times more than India. We disobey everything. So you need to be deeply obedient because we have a misplaced conception of freedom. We have a borrowed conception of freedom. We have borrowed from the West ideas of intellectual and other freedom without understanding what is the disciplines behind it.
So it's more of abuse.
Yeah, you abuse it actually, and that's a fact. In the Western world, you are given tremendous freedom, but you are expected to bear the consequences of your discoveries. And in India, we are not trained to bear the consequences. We live with our parent look after us, many things happen. We are not trained to bear the consequences of our discoveries. For us, the path of the master is better than bearing the consequences of each discovery. It's very harsh in the West, that way.
Isn't when you reach the state of realization of knowledge, what you speak becomes knowledge?
How?
It's a very,
Very strange idea, no? Speech is a reflection of your consciousness. Whether you like it or not, speech is a reflection of your consciousness. When you speak, people know whether you are authentic or not authentic. They know where you stand. They know many things about you even before you have said it. Is that true or not? Therefore, when speaking takes place, actually people are able to sense the consciousness from which that speech is born. Now, if the consciousness itself has become a design consciousness, that means constantly recreating reality.
with every breath.
With every, it has now, it is in that consciousness, breath is still many levels lower, no?
I can only perceive in that stage, even in talking to us.
So, no, but you see what I mean?
Yeah.
So then that consciousness is what it is. So that design consciousness speaks. Can you see this?
Trying to imagine.
Yeah, it's very hard.
So realizing the knowledge is equivalent to the enlightenment
No.
people are talking.
I told you, no, you can realize knowledge of survival. You can be a brilliant cheetah. You can even be a superb surviving human being. Why not? Aren't there people who go to,
Yes.
who go to deserts and they survive beautifully? Or you have people who have survived in Arctic region who have done this. It's not a mean survival, no?
There is one guy who goes to all the extreme places and he survives. So
He survives.
that's his USP.
That's his USP in life, and he's mastering this knowledge of survival.
National Geographic and
Oh, it's-
Discovery wale guys who
But
playing with
the
most
minute you
poisonous
master
snakes with their
seeing the
hands.
knowledge of survival, there's something that's happening in you. Therefore, you are mastering survival. If you live in an Arctic, equally as you live in a desert, your knowledge of being has shifted.
That is true.
In many ways.
What you say is true. I'll tell you what you are doing. You are actually trying to transform your knowledge of survival through design.
Correct.
You are taking each environmental condition and saying, can I redesign my body mind to cope and manage that? You are right, actually. You are right. Actually, such a person is operating at a very high stage of design. He is not operating at a very low stage. If he is consciously going into a world and redesigning his body mind to deal with that, that's an extraordinarily high achievement. You are right.
And the level of engagement is
Is incredible. He would have crossed all this and he may have also realized that state of knowledge and then gone to the next environment.
But it may be realizing of some knowledge. It may not be realization of as in enlightenment.
No. So now, wait, let's come to this. This is in fact, please understand one point. This is states of knowledge and the domains of knowledge. So all that I am saying is the domain of knowledge will still be knowledge of survival, but you may be in this state in this domain. So in competence also, while knowledge of doing, you can be at a level of empirical data about doing. Or you can be at a state of realization of that doing, that when you do it, it's so natural to you, that when you speak, you can change things. That is it not possible? Your competence can be at that, like a swordsman, for example, can be such a swordsman that when he acts, he's actually creating a new technique. Like a Federer and a Nadal, they are at a cutting edge where they may actually create tennis. So that is at this level. So that is the what of knowledge. So this is you are saying this is the level of this domain.